I have a lot of trust in you, Mr. Sammy. You have never let me down. You have been spot on. I thank you, sir, for what you're doing by telling me what you just said. All my teams, Walking Stick, I team, they're all telling me the same thing. This exchange rate is here. It is about to be shown. Get ready, Mr. Sammy. Let me down. You. He says go to Delta. Go to Delta Alpha 1. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey! Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, my goodness. Me, Big Kahuna. Looks like my hair. Australia cuts ties with Iran as Prime Minister Albanese accuses Tehran of the last 2 years of anti-Semitic. Yeah, whatever. Okie dokie. Hi, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another one of your Frank 26 YouTubies. It's good to be with you. It is the 26th.
Yep.
Oh, good number. It is the 26th of August 2025. I greet you in agape love because we are KTFOS.com, which stands for Keep the Faith Always. Keep the faith always in our Heavenly Father. Many of you seem to want to keep the faith in this investment. Think twice about that. God is very jealous. Very jealous. Don't break his heart and put all your focus in this investment. Put your focus in talking to God on a daily basis. Even when you're asleep, talk in your sleep to God. Before we do anything, you know that we always go to God and prepare ourselves. We prepare ourselves mentally, physically, as it takes a lot of strength, and we prepare ourselves spiritually. Please join me. Abba, I am with you again. I come into your realm, into your dimension. I leave mine for a moment. And it just feels so good to be in your presence. I love you. Thank you for loving me and my family. And I ask you to please continue to love us. Continue to be patient with us. We are very difficult, aren't we? We are very stubborn, aren't we? But we are also yours. We are your property. Please take care of your property. Bring a hedge of protection around us. Let the Holy Spirit drive off the demons. Bring your angels, your centurion, your tall, mighty, powerful angels. Tell them to bring out their swords and flame them up. Protect us from the evil one that constantly wants to take us away from you. Now, Father, you know that I have a need in my heart to ask you to bring forth this blessing. You know I wanted it. You know I wanted it. But you now know why I want it. I'm a very sinful person, but the blood of your son forgives me because I believe in it. But but I also can be a very loving person, Papa, because I read your word every day. I talk to you every day and I feel that love. I would be embarrassed to act in any other manner. If I overdid it on my last UB2B, I apologize. I didn't want to talk about anybody. Eddie's the one that brought it up. But I pray for those that are on the internet that are trying to share and teach and give their opinions, whether it be right or wrong. It's not me to be their judge. I ask you to forgive me of that. And hear me when I say to you, I will never be tempted again to talk about anyone on the internet. I will only be responsible for what you bring to me to give to them. It is in the name of your Son Jesus by the Holy Spirit that I pray, mighty God. Amen. 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 Touch my hand. You know, the last 2 weeks, our UB2Bs have been off the hook. They've been off the chart, in my opinion. We're here to study the Iraqi, and it's because it's a lot of good information that's coming out. I'm no superhero. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm reporting to you what you eventually see the next day or within about 3 days. We are very blessed with this investment in the direction that we're going. Today, your UB2B is called. It's in the cards. Want to do a magic trick with cards here? Well, I don't have to because Donald Trump is doing the magic trick with these cards. No, I'm serious. Remember I told you, in my opinion, Donald. Oh, by the way, how you like my green shirt?
They said it's orange.
It's orange?
Mhm.
It is orange. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You see, what do I know? I could be wrong, right? Orange. Everybody knows it's orange. And everybody knows that my opinion can be wrong. But some people know that my opinions are right. And I give God all honor and glory for it because they eventually see the evidence of it. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to give you what God wants me to give you. Okay?
And the following information is all in Frank's opinion. He's not offering any financial advice, only the study of the Iraqi dinar.
You didn't know I could change my voice, huh? That's the second time we do that, babe. Oh, dear. Yes, honey?
No, you got yours in here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, Roger. Thank you. I see. Um, so Donald Trump, in my opinion, is in charge of the monetary reform. And I kind of brought that to you 5 UB2Bs ago. We blew the internet up. Remember I told you? I'm going to tell you 5 things that I've never told you before. And that last one was, well, the second to the last one was that I believe that Donald Trump is in charge of the monetary reform, not Sudani, not the CBI, not a lock. And the last thing I told you was, in my opinion, 12-2C is with the calm. In fact, you know what? I got a feeling I can prove it to you today. 12-2C is at the calm. Is that at Parliament? Of course not. That's the whole purpose. That's what we've been teaching you, right? Hey, calm. You guys got the 12-2C? Maybe. No, come on, come on, come on. Don't be pulling my leg. You guys got 12-2C? Well, Frank, I'll tell you what. I know Parliament doesn't have it. Oh, that's a good one. That's indirectly answering my question. Okay, Parliament doesn't have it. Do you have it? Because that's what Sudani said. Sudani says he's going to give it to you guys, and he's not going to give it to Parliament. And you guys were going to pass things, right? Like, for example, just reaching for straws. Okay. Did any salaries get paid today? Wouldn't it be something if they did? Uh, did they? Which we'll talk about in just a minute here. Yeah, I strongly, I mean, sincerely, I'm trying to tell you. I know I keep saying it. Oh, I reiterate. I don't want to bore you, but you've got to hear me one more time as I say to you. Donald Trump is in charge of the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar because he wants to get paid back, because he's tired of them waiting, because he knows how much dinars we have in our Federal Reserves. You know how many dinars Trump has? I don't know. But he's a businessman. Look what he did just yesterday, getting us 10%. He's going to get us another 10% today from Boeing. Boeing, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. All these universities. Wow. We give you billions and billions of dollars, all these universities, and you create these amazing patents, amazing inventions. And what do? You filled your coffers, you filled your pockets with all kinds of money from the patents. And then you sell the patents. Who gave you the money to do all that research? Who gave you the billions? The United States of America. Well, then give us our part, or I won't give you no more money. What? You're not going to give us no more money? No. What do you want? Give us 10% of the business. No. If you give us 10% of the business, you got us on your side, USA. What kind of advertisement is that for your business? We'll promote you. Genius. Yeah, I know. Sign on a dotted line. So we got another 4 billion or something like that. The man is amazing. And that's why I tell you, um, he's in charge of the monetary reform plan because he's a businessman. The monetary reform plan does not heal bones. It does not put people on the moon. The monetary reform plan gives purchasing power and it repays its debts. We talked about the 80, didn't we, at the Paris Club? You already know about the 20. In fact, today I'll tell you more about the 20. Once they pay it, they're looking for a way to get that paid off so their credit can go up, right? What if it was already paid off? What if the international community said, look, forget, okay, we forgave the 80, and look, just forget the 22, lift the value. We'll tell Trump. That's what Trump is waiting for. What? You can't run your country on just oil, and Trump is trying to tell you that. Non-oil revenues, right? That's what he's talking about, pushing. You, Iraq, Sunani, Paris Club. And that's what they're doing, family. 20% of their debt today is being dealt with. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that the monetary reform is moving forward because of Donald Trump, then I don't know what else will tell you that. They never moved this quickly. Trump has been in office for 7 months. And the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar has advanced so much in those 7 months compared to the last 20 years. You know it, I know it. I don't have to prove it to you. We all know that this is a fact. Hey, let's go see what Eddie has to say. You want to? And then I want to share some things from all my teams. Yeah, we had a meeting today. So here we go. Neil, my connection, and Eddie at the mosque, or excuse me, at the markets, and Mr. Sammy at Rashid Bank. These people are in good position. You see, at the market, Eddie sets up his laptop and he connects it to a television that he's got, and he broadcasts our YouTube. It used to be dozens, it's hundreds that come to his shop. Why? Because they are hungry for information about the Iraqi dinar, their purchasing power, their monetary reform. And they seem to like us. You know what they said yesterday about someone else, but they compliment KTFA. They want to know more. Somebody sent me a text like about an hour ago and they said, Frank, I don't mean to offend you, but waiting for you to come on your YubiTubi, it's like waiting for the new exchange rate. I said, people are hungry for information, almost to a point of desperation. And to define that desperation, they'll go anywhere. They'll go anywhere to get any kind of information from anybody, even if it's good or bad. But I hope that you ask, the Holy Spirit to help you decipher, okay, what's good and what's bad. Let's get started. It turns out that they are saying on the television that the electronic payment system is now at all of our gas stations, a lot of our stores, all of the places where we can use our card now. And the president of Kurdistan just said that the payment of salary issue will be solved very soon. Now, that was the last report that came in last night. And you can see then the next report is at 4 o'clock in the morning. You see it right there. And here we go. The calm has voted. What? Well, you just telling me right here that we're okay. The card, okay. Thank you very much, and it's all over the place, fine. But the president of Kurdistan just said that the payments of the salaries will be solved very soon. Shoot, 2 hours later, you're telling me what? The calm has finally voted and approved the payments for the Kurdistan region. 5 exclamation marks. Really? The calm. Uh huh. Yeah, because Parliament doesn't have it. The calm has it. 12-2C. So you finished it today? Yeah. You voted on it today? Yeah. How did you do that? We'll tell you later. And then Sudani says he is eyeing now 20% of non oil revenues. Sudani is eyeing 20% of non oil revenues. Why? You know why, Frank. No, why? Well, tell me. You're Trump. Yeah, I know. Well, what about Trump? He wanted us to deal with that last remaining 20% of debt. He wants us to raise our value one way, but we're trying to see if we can get away with it and have it be forgiven. Well, then you know what to do. Yeah, we know what to do. What they're doing, family, is advancing the monetary reform and trying now to deal with the 20% and dealing with it with non oil revenues. You can't build a country just on one product. This is important for Trump to say, all right, I'm happy. Pull the trigger. Sudani's on television, channel one, saying that he needs a mediator. Oh, for crying out loud. This guy, what I say yesterday, Sudani, lazy. And then I said, well, okay, you're not lazy, but you're just a Middle Easterner. Sudani is on the television, and he just said, I need a mediator to go with me to Washington, D.C. to meet the President Trump in September. Wait a minute. It just threw up on me. Well, wait a minute. First of all, where you going next month? In a few days? Go see Trump. When'd that happen? Last night. Really? Yeah. Was it a bit surprising to you? It was as surprising as the U.S. troops pulling out. We didn't expect that they were going to do it that quickly. All you had to do was raise the value, right? Uh-huh. I mean, we actually did it about, I don't know, it was a 19, about 5, 6, 7 days ago. Well, good for you. And that's why Trump is saying what he's saying. But then you're telling me Trump says, Sudani, come. Is that you, God? No, it's me, Trump. What do you want, Trump? Come and see me in Washington, D.C. Just keep it on the low side, okay? Okay. And now today, I tell you, you'll eventually find out. Where you going, Sudani? Go see Trump. Why? That's a big move. That's a big move. And then the poor guy says, "All right, I'm coming, Trump. But I need an interpreter, a mediator, to be able to communicate with you." No, you don't. You quit making excuses. Frank, the television is saying that we had a stable credit rating for 10 straight years. To which I said, "Well, what the hell happened?" Well, what happened was that they were stealing our credit rating along with our currency. And I said, Sammy, I never looked at it that way. Good point. I agree with you. Frank, Mr. Sammy says they keep telling us about our credit rating. That informs the people how we are doing and also informs the investors. This is important, so let me show it to you. It also, I mean, yeah, we're telling the people, the Arasa Frak, we're educating the citizens of Iraq, but in the process, we are informing the investors that it is safe to invest here in Iraq. There's another reason that they keep telling us about our credit rating and how stable our credit is, and constantly are talking to us about a new exchange rate. Frank, Sammy says that one thing they tried to do, and this was so good. I didn't tell you. I did tell you about the cards, right? Okay. And I told you that they're being. I said those cards will be used for the monetary reform process. Remember, I said that. Okay. Those cards are part of it. All right. Remember the phones when we talked about Motorola? The phones will be used to communicate to the citizens. Ring a ding ding. It's time. Get into the banks. Well, the cards gave confidence to the citizens. Number one, because that was the most important thing. Number two, it allowed the international world to move currency in and out of Iraq. And number three, which was the most, I think, crucial because it is related to the monetary reform so tightly. It's what's the word I want to say? It's weaved into the pattern of the monetary reform. So Sammy says, here, I'll show you what he says in a minute. Well, here, let me read it to you. Mr. Sammy says that one thing that they tried to do with the monetary reform education was to use those cards. It was to bring in the 3-0 notes. You see, Frank, for many years, they kept telling people to bring in the notes to the banks, but nobody trusted the banks in Iraq, inside or out. Well, if you look at it, it's a very nice way what they have accomplished to bring in the 3 zeros because they set everybody with an account at a, at banks in Iraq, and they had cards printed for every Iraqi citizen. That's why we're over 18 million cards so far. And these cards, people are using them. It is building confidence in the citizens of Iraq to trust the Iraqi banks through these cards. Now now to make payments for everything. And when you use these cards, you get points, but which is new to these Iraqi citizens, you're going to give us what? You have to share money on your card also, citizens. So people, Frank, are bringing in their 3-0 notes left and right to the banks. We've never seen it like this. Why? So that they can use their cards, like at a gas station or a grocery store, or even paying their taxes and or paying their bills, so that report about the amount of money in house is being hoarded. The 3 zeros mattress, they call them, is probably way lower now because people are bringing in their 3 zeros notes to put on their card so they can use their cards. That's brilliant. Because it was only, remember, last 2 years ago, no, last year, they gave us a report. We're up to 70% of the 3 zeros that have been collected. Yeah, 70%. Look, I'm going to tell you that in my team's opinion, they are touching 90%. You talk about pull the trigger. What? I know, pull the trigger. I hear you. What? What do you mean? You gonna tell Sudani or not? Oh, I want them to tell Sudani. What about what? All right, we'll tell him too. They're losing it.
It sounds like he's getting the Heimlich maneuver.
Ready? Ready?
They said she's gonna lay an egg. Don't bounce the table.
Go away, Ethel, Gladys, whatever, Martha, whatever your name is. Go away. So, what do you think about that? What do you? No, really. What do you think about that? Don't you think that was brilliant? Open an account for every citizen in Iraq. So I don't want to come in and open and activate it. You don't have to. Hey, by the way, we got cards for you. You got what? Cards. Okay. Hey, these cards, they'll give you points and you can get rewards and get money back. You can get gifts. You can what? Let me see those cards. Hey, Edema Beef, check these out. What do you think, huh? Let me try it. Wow, that was quick. Alrighty, let's use them. What's wrong? It's not working. The card's empty. We got to put money in it. Well, go ahead, put money in it. I'm not gonna put my 3-0 notes in it. But you're not gonna get no points. You're not gonna get, the value of the card. Bring your 3-0 notes in. You know what they're about to do. All right. And dear God, I believe it's up to about close, touching 90% of M1, M2, and 3 figures. Continuing with Eddie's report and that chicken. Now we're at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, I didn't show you the other here because I always share everything with you. So let's start right here. I'll go a little slow. Tell me when, Tink.
Yep.
Okay. Then I go like this, and you go. Now don't forget, you can rewatch this video, and you can hit pause, and you can read it. How's that? But this is what I just read to you concerning the cards, the 3-0 notes that are now being collected. And I thought that it was important to share this with you because no, there's no articles about this. I didn't say you didn't know this. In their cards. 11 large American convoys of American troops are moving from Iraq air base to Syria. Hey, Frank, we have just found out that once again you were correct. You guys aren't going anywhere. All you're doing is just moving people around. The majority are still staying in Iraq, but some are going to Syria and other places along the border more than anything else. I said some things, but I don't want to talk to you about military movements. Next report, 7 o'clock in the morning. And he says, Eddie has just set up a herbal. Herbal. This is funny, by the way. This is comical. Herbal has just set up a hotline number for citizens to call in and report corruption, any complaints. Isn't that funny, Mr. Frank? The corrupt ones created a hotline number for themselves. That's funny. Frank, Iraq is releasing the Kurd salaries for June. Wow. I mean, they were just talking that the COM just approved some payment salaries, and now you tell me more on June. What do they got? What does the COM have that Parliament doesn't have? What did Oliver Wyman, Trump's friends, give to them? Remember, what was it? It was called the financial report, the financial documents, the financial reform papers. Yeah. Uh-oh, look at, I'm about to run out of power. Uh-oh. Oh, we're going to have to cut our, oh. Okay, somebody just tore their top off with a big T on it. Tink. And Supergirl. And look what she got. Thank you, Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing with our study, family. Uh-oh. And I have a feeling that this thing threw up because I'm messing with it all over the place. No, it didn't. Here we go. Continuing. Now it's my turn. And as you can see right here, look, there we go. So, you know that when I talk more than I should, but I give them a report back on everything that I just read to you. Yeah, okay, it's a lot. So here we go. Gentlemen, do you realize the potential of what's going on with the calm? And we were talking about it yesterday that today the calm might just do that. The calm just approved those salaries? Do you think that it was based on 12-2C? In other words, what I'm asking you, Mr. Sammy, is do you think that the calm has the new exchange rate? Because on my side, my teams, in my opinion, we believe they do. I shared it yesterday, and that's why they are using it. That's why you have that news today about the salaries being paid. What's your opinion, gentlemen? Continuing. I say, well, now that's good. Sudani is eyeing 20% non oil revenues. Of course he is. That's what the Paris Club wants. That's what Trump wants him to do. And with help, with the credit rating that they are desperately trying to improve. Frank Eddy says all they say is the salaries for the Kurds for June have been approved. They don't mention the mechanism like they told us the other day, but we're obviously know. I think we obviously know what 12-2C has the new exchange rate. Hey Frank, Sudan. Oh, no, excuse me. Then I say to him, you know what, guys, Sudani. Continuing with the report that they gave me. You know what, guys, Sudani does not need a mediator to talk to Trump. He needs a pair of whatever, because all that Trump wants is for him to lift the value of your currency, play fair with the dollar, with your imports and exports. Sudani better stop playing around. No, I'm serious. I mean, that's why I tell you Trump took over. And then I say, yes, Mr. Sammy, Iraq is begging for your stability. Oh, bragging. I'm sorry. Yes, Mr. Sammy, Iraq is bragging about your security and stability in your country and your reforms. They are bragging about your credit rating, how it is improving. They are bragging about your monetary reform to the international world, to the global community, telling them we are safe now. You can trust our banks. You can trust our exchange rate because it's no longer a secret to anyone. Like I told you, Mr. Sammy, and by the way, I agree with you 100%. The cards are a part of the monetary reform process. Remember, I told you that? And now that you're telling me about the zeros, yeah, that's part of it. Call it another mechanism of the reforms. But these cards are bringing confidence to the Iraqi citizens to use the banks of Iraq. Just to see an Iraqi enter a bank in your country is a rare sight. I'm serious. Just to see an Iraqi citizen enter one of your banks, that's a rare sight. And all of a sudden, they're coming in left and right, like you said. They don't trust your banks. They didn't, anyways, because they were run by Iranian terrorists and Iranian politicians in your government. But the cards, but the cards became pivotal and a powerful mechanism to retrieve your 3-0 notes. And like you said, Mr. Sammy, the card is a new technology. It is a very curious thing to the citizens of Iraq. The card is a new technology. It is a very curious system to the citizens of Iraq, and they are liking it, aren't they? They find it fascinating. They are modernizing. They are using it. They are bringing it. They are bringing in, like you say, the 3-0 notes under their mattresses in order to use these cards. It was a brilliant tactful tactical. It was a brilliant tactical move to bring in more of the 3-0 notes. That's why I feel so strongly that we are in the position right now to introduce a new exchange rate. And I also feel very strongly that we are in control of the exchange rate more than Sudani is at this moment in the monetary reform of Iraq. And I mean that with all my heart and soul. Continuing. By the way, gentlemen, it's funny that the thief calls himself a thief. So they open up a hotline. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Frank. We were all laughing. Frank, Sudani is saying that we have taken ways now to link financial transfers to outlets. Sudani is saying we have taken ways now to link financial transfers to other outlets, to other banks across their borders. To which I say to him, stop and think about that. He's telling you your currency is leaving your borders with great security and stability and trust internationally. Mission accomplished, sir. Sammy says that he expects the budget. Okay. Sammy says that he expects the budget tables to go to Parliament before September. You said I could. Sammy says he expects the budget tables to go to Parliament before September, like the finance minister said yesterday. He said that, or she said, she would this month, and we hope so. And the rate pops before that. So I agree, Mr. Sammy, and I love your enthusiasm. I love your attitude, but I also love where you're at. If you were a dishwasher at some restaurant, I wouldn't take your information as cheerfully as I do. I would take it with a grain of salt. But Mr. Sammy, you have not been wrong once. I'm waiting for you to be wrong, but you are in the right place. Can you get me a job at Rafadin Bank? To which I say to him, bro, I trust you. I trust you, Mr. Sammy. You have never let me down. You have been spot on. I thank you, sir, for what you're doing by telling me some things. Uh, all my teams, our leader, Walking Stick, they all are telling me the same thing. This exchange rate is here. They know about 12-2C. And that's what makes me feel good and trust you. It is about to be shown. Get ready, Mr. Sammy. It is about to be shown. It's about to be shown. Get ready, Mr. Sammy. So that's what I want to share with you because I don't want to share no more until tomorrow. But I do want to talk to you about some ideas that my teams and I went over. And so I took notes, and this is this is the notes from what I've gone over with you right now. By the way, can they? Oh, they can see it.
No, it's in the trees.
By the way, can they see the canopy? This tree? I mean, this is one massive giant umbrella. This is the largest umbrella I've ever sat underneath. Isn't that right?
Beautiful.
How how are you liking the UB Tubi so far? Ladies and gentlemen, from the war room of my team, we have told you about contracts in our opinion. We told you that Aki's friend has one. We've told you that Walking Stick's friend has a couple. We've told you what they're in the mining industry. Um, but I never did tell you that these contracts that are with our friends, they're all going through Rafadim Bank. They all go through Rafadim Bank. The contracts. And Rapadim is where Mr. Sammy's at. Oh, what a coincidence. No, it just turned out that that was probably a blessing from God. Because these contracts that we recently found out about last month, yeah, from Aki and Walking Stick, they're loaded with a new exchange rate. Now, this is my opinion, but I wouldn't say that to you just to impress you. And they were paid only in Iraqi dinars. So these this bank, Rafadim, is actually a trade bank. Rafadim is a trade bank, and in fact, so is Rashid. Rafadim and Rashid Bank, they're both trade banks. Um, and that's the reason why the contracts are going through these, and we just happen to have a friend there. This is very good to be able to correlate. Now, in my opinion, these contracts have the 12-2C in it. Now, the 12-2C is not being shown by the COM, but in my strong opinion, it is being used by the COM. The COM has the new rate. Parliament is angry, but Parliament is the enemy. Parliament is the reason why we need security and stability for the monetary reform. And the reason why Parliament doesn't have the exchange rate, what they should right now, because the COM has it, is because Parliament will use laws to change the exchange rate. And then COM won't be able to pay or do anything with the new exchange rate. Again, brilliant. I don't know whose ideas these were. It wasn't Dr. Shabibi's ideas. I don't know if it was used. Yeah, I would lean more on the U.S. Treasury. I can't see the CBI trying to make things easier for anybody. Parliament will not be able to mess with the new exchange rate. They hate the new exchange rate. Think about that. They hate it because you got purchasing power. Should keep it low so I can steal it. Who keeps account of 1310? Very few people. You add value to it. You got these super. We're screwed. Yes, you are. We don't even have anybody. The 4-H clubs are all gone. Hamas, Houthi. I forgot the other H clubs. They all start with the letter H. All these terrorist people that we were sending out all over the place. These were our satellites that Iran. We're broke. Shoot, the Democrats are richer than us. Speaking of the Democrats, didn't I tell you on the third week of April of 2020? Didn't I tell you when Biden became the president? I said, family, the Democratic Party as you know it will never exist again. Family, they will create phagocytosis. Remember that word I gave you? Which means that they will eat themselves from within out. Dear God, they're below 20 percentile. That's not even registerable. That's not even a nick in the armor of the Republican vote. Musk Freedom Party, whatever he calls it, is probably more powerful than the Democrats are right now. Wow. I never thought that my words would be prophetic. But it was pretty obvious. The person that they put in charge, Biden, I know him. I know his history. I'm freaking 70 years old. I know who he is, what he did. You don't have to tell me. I know what all these people did. I know what Kennedy, I know Johnson, I know Wallace, I know everybody. I know them all. I know what they did to our country. And I know those were good. I know those that were good. And they're rare. I can name them all in one hand. Reagan and Trump. That's it. That's it. Look at our history. So Parliament's not going to get the exchange rate until it's all over and done with. What do you think about that, Walking Stick? Makes a lot of sense, Frank. Makes a lot of sense. Back in the day, we used to have scripts. I remember scripts, sir. Yeah, we used to use scripts, but but even the scripts were counterfeited. Now, if you don't know what scripts are, we gave Iraqis American dollars, but in the other wars, like Vietnam, Korea, World War II, one, and all that, we gave what's called scripts. They're about this size. Yeah, you can probably Google it and find them. They're like like a box that's a little bit stretched out, and they were orange, they were blue, they were red. I forget the other colors, but every color it was a different denomination. And that's what we, the invaders, the rescuers, gave the nation that was invaded by the bad guys in order for them to survive. In Iraq, we gave them the dollar. But it turns out that the scripts are also even being used in Iraq. And now they've got these cards. Seriously, my father told me one time, he says, Frank, I saw a Korean lady, a Korean lady, you know, when in the war, she was pulling this little wagon. It was all rusted, but it was stacked up with these colorful scripts. And she was going to the store. I was on guard, and I see her come back, and she's got the wagon. And I looked at the wagon, and it had a loaf of bread. I thought, you needed all that for a loaf of bread? Yeah. So Iraqi citizens, you carry a lot of 3 zeros around, don't you? Yeah. How would you like not to even carry any currency? Yeah, you're becoming modernized, aren't you? Iraqi citizens, you won't have to push around a wheelbarrow full of cash anymore. These are prepaid cards. I know, says the Iraqi citizen. And we freaking love them. That's really good. Yeah, it was over about a year ago. 70% of the 3 zeros have been collected, but now we're touching about 90%. You saw today, Frank, that they said Sudani is eyeing the 20%. Well, that's because the Paris Club has that, and and that's what Trump is pushing right now. He's pushing non-oil, and you'll be able to see this. Tell the KTFA family that they'll see Sudani push the small, medium, and macro enterprises. Small, medium, and macro enterprises. When you see that, that's the non-oil that Trump is asking for. That's how you build a country, not by using just one product, oil. You can't depend on oil only for your economic growth, Iraq. You just can't. Well, we've done it all these decades. Yeah, we're not going to do it again. I believe I'm done. I believe I'm done. And yes, honey.
Bank
Anything?
story.
Bank story. Bank story. It turns out that this gentleman of mine, Mr. S, I'll call him Mr. S, he's been sharing a story with us about this Chase Bank story. You know what? I have it in here, but it'll take me forever to find it. So let me give it to you in a summary. This bank story is a follow up, it's actually an ending. It was 3 days ago. Remember the gentleman that I brought on and he said, well, New York Bank? Yeah. They want to talk to me. Yeah. They did. And they said, yeah, we'll take care of you when it happens. La la, we know, etc., etc. Okay, thank you. Remember that story? Then 2 days ago, or yes, yeah, 2 days ago, 'cause I didn't get a chance to share yesterday. 2 days ago, he calls me and he says, hey, Frank, I have an update. You do? Good. Did you go see the guy again? No, he called me. The vice president of Chase's investment.
Wealth manager.
What?
Wealth manager.
Yeah, what's it called? Chase.
JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, thank you. The VP from them. And I said, oh, well, good. He's the same guy that told you that he knows what's going on and he'll take care of you. La 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 la. Yeah. Well, what happened? Well, he called me, Frank, and he just wanted to say one thing to me. I was thinking he was going to tell him, hey, get ready. Hey, come in next week. Hey, we got more information. But he says to him, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Mr. S. I am no longer allowed to talk to you. What? I am no longer allowed to talk to you. I am so sorry. I told you what I told you, but I cannot say any more. Please, please try to understand. No, I understand. So he calls me right away and says, you're not going to believe it. I said, no, no. I mean, the 19th was just around the corner. So, yeah, let's see what happens, right? They don't want to talk to him anymore after they had opened up to him, too. Um, I already talked about the Democrats, but they're like dinosaurs. But yet, the dinosaurs figured out how to survive. You see, the dinosaur is today's birds. If you look at a bird, the long tail, the head, the balance that it has, that's a raptor. That's a T Rex. It's a Velociraptor. And the dinosaurs that took flight, they were able to survive. And they're birds. We have alligators, rhinoceros, hippopotamus, but they're also old dinosaurs to a degree. But these guys, these birds are amazing. They survived the dinosaur age. And I don't think that the Democrats are going to survive their age. Iggy, admin of KTFA, you say, what is 1,000 people singing all at once and screaming and joyful and all that? What is that? And you said, it's the KTFA party. Family, don't forget, I will be talking to you about a Hawaiian trip that we will be doing here next year. Even if the value goes up next year, yeah, come on down.
Bring
And
cookies.
what, honey?
Bring cookies.
Bring cookies. White vanilla macadamia. Huh?
White chocolate.
White chocolate
Macadamia
macadamia cookies are my favorite. Anyways, family, thank you for calling me. I hope you enjoyed our UB2B. What I give to you, family, is from my heart. It's not from my pocket. If I wanted to be in my pocket, I'd be robbing banks. But God gave me life from cancer, not for me, but for you. Not for me to take, but to give to you. Not for me to ask, but for me to answer you when you need help. I'm okay. I'm fine. Be careful who you go and study with. I vowed today, this morning, to our Heavenly Father that I will never talk of anybody again. Even if Eddie or somebody else brings it in, I don't want to talk about anybody. In fact, in my prayer, I prayed for others on the internet that are teaching. I wish them all well. I don't want no problems. And those that call me their enemy, I make them my friends. Be careful who you go and study with, because some of these sites would sell a reverse mortgage to a 20-year-old. What good would it do? If you study the Iraqi dinar, thank you kindly for being with me. If you stick around for Aloha, I got a surprise for you.
Surprise!
Surprise! Come on over and sit with me.
No, I'm not coming over there and sitting with you.
No, you're not coming over here, babe. Okay.
The surprise is not me.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to meet a sister in Christ of ours. Have a seat here. This is my sister in Christ, Donna. Hi, Donna. Hi. So, what you think? Here. What you think?
I wonder what Malachi's up to. That's what I'm wondering.
You wonder what
Not for a couple of days. I can wonder he's got something going on behind the scenes.
You wonder where Malachi's at?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Good. No.
I mean, you asked me, so he's going away. He's disappearing. If you don't have money to support, your campaign, no one's going to listen to you. And he's about to lose big time. I don't think that there's going to be any justice to go after him. And the reason why is because they don't want to bring up the past.
Yeah.
Why scratch an old
Yeah.
wound
Right.
and make it worse? What you met me way over there. We walked all the way. Tell the family what you've experienced here.
Well, I've been trying to reach out to Frank for like the last 3 years. I came to Hawaii, but I tried to get him via text, which didn't work. I should have called, but this year I'm just going to try and see if we can touch base. Chris said, "We're probably getting ready to do this call, so don't bother him." But I said, "I'm going to try to call him anyway." But I'm stubborn. And he answered the phone, and I said, "Oh, this is going to work." And I was praying and praying. I said, "Lord, I would love to meet Frank first if you would just allow it to happen." And God worked everything out, and he just, like he always does, if you just be patient.
We
Trust me.
communicated, didn't
Yes,
we?
we
We kept
did.
calling back and
Yes,
forth.
we
Where you at? Where
did.
you at? Where you at?
Yes,
I
we
don't see you.
did.
And then finally I see you, girl. I see you.
I said, I think that's their car. I've seen them get in and out of it several times. That looks like their car. And then I saw little Blondie. I said, "Yep, that's Tink, Scottery Tink." It's a wonderful experience. And I
She has
thank
beautiful
you.
blue
Yes,
eyes,
she
doesn't she?
does. You can just see the ocean in them. They're just gorgeous. Yes. They're
And
just special.
in our study, you came, you sat with us. Those that protect us stayed away because of to protect just respect for you.
Hmm.
They didn't want to scare you, but you did you like what you heard
I
tonight?
like what I hear. It's very, I just feel something different in the last couple of weeks. I just feel like the Lord's saying, "It's just here. Just, trust me. Just trust me. Keep your eyes on me. And I'm going to just get you to the end."
I
That's what I
agree.
feel like. It's all good. There's nothing negative. I just feel like this is it. God's just been waiting to see if we're going to trust in Him.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with that.
And
And
that's where I'm at. I love everything you said. And I think, yep, this is
do
it. This is it.
the family would probably love to ask questions. Maybe you can help them. Is there anything in your mind, in your heart, or even from what you heard right now that you would like to ask, help you answer your question?
It'd be
In,
kind
in fact, before so that way you can think about it, you have a friend of yours here.
of,
She doesn't want
yeah.
you don't want to come on, honey. You sure? Can we say your name? What's your name? How many times have I asked her that?
Christine Fender.
It's just I have so many things in my hand. Christine Fender.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Christine. Another
She's on
sister,
my
in,
side.
she's on Tink's side. Yeah, right over there. Tink is the director, and we got the producer over here, and we got the. But ask me a question if you want.
Um,
You too.
I'm kind of curious about what's going on with this bank thing. What, the gentleman that they've suddenly decided that he can't give any more information.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they know that it's right here and they don't want a big run on people and things like that. It's the only thing I can think of. But I'm sure he was surprised by that because he's been so outward, with everything. And something's going down. Something's getting
Here
ready
it
to
is.
happen.
Here it is, Donna. Here it is. Now don't say the.
Okay.
I prayed and talked to a banker today, and the banker said that these exact words: I cannot talk about the dinar anymore. I do not know anything that is not with my job anymore. That's the guy that was talking with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Now, this is the vice president. I will, the vice president, Chase in California, I would tell him, my friend, we were just talking back and forth 2 weeks ago about how happy they were. Now telling them that he can't talk about that. That's not his department. Something tells me that he's under an NDA or he just got paid. Call me back. Call me back.
Could be either one of those. Yeah, it's just But I've kind of got to run around with my Chase as well, and I said, well, but you denied it 3 times. And other people, when I've come here, said, that, oh yeah, we're going to deal with it as soon as they said we'll hear about it like a week before it happens, and we'll get educated, and then we'll be calling you. But then this particular banker said, oh, we don't deal with that. I've been here 12 years. I said, well, I can tell you I've been with Chase since
This was an experience
yes,
you
since
went through?
1972 when I got married, and I said, well, my husband and I've been with Chase ever since. And I said, when this comes in, because you just told me this, I will be working with another bank. I won't be away from Chase because I mean, after all this time, and it just light.
It gives you a bad
Yeah, it
feeling.
does.
God forgive me for picking on the Democrats, but it's the same feeling. I will never vote for them. And the banks that have treated us like, the word I keep thinking is imbeciles,
Oh,
fools.
he looked at me like, "Where are you from?"
Yes.
I said,
I remember when I first talked to, was it Chase? Yeah, Chase. Remember that guy?
Yep.
And he was cocky about it. And he
Mhm.
says to me, he says, well, I know what's going on, and
Mhm.
you're not in a position to know anything. Something like that, right, Tank?
Right. Yeah.
What did he? How did he
Like
say
he
it?
was just his arms crossed, sitting back and just whatever.
And what did I tell him? Do you
You
remember?
schooled him. And then he's like, "Well, when this happens, then you come in and we'll take care of you."
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah, I'll
cool.
bet.
In fact, when I got on my horse and started telling him how ignorant he was,
Mhm.
you,
He said, I'm not ignorant." You go, "You are ignorant because you don't know."
I said, you are ignorant. You have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yes.
You're running a bank and you don't know what's going on with the Iraqi dinar? No worries, brother. I am so glad I got to talk to you because I now know to stay far away from you and your
Yes.
banks.
That's so disappointing.
And I'll
too.
tell you something right now. I haven't said this, but because you bring it up, I would encourage you to use one of Aki's banks.
My brother and I were talking about that last
I'm not involved in it. I'm not making any royalties by sending people there. I'm just gonna tell everybody, look at all these banks that the CBI is telling you
Speaks
that
for
you can go and
itself,
exchange
yes.
there.
They trust him. I mean,
So then we can tell Wells
yeah.
Fargo that,
Mhm.
and some chases that treated us so horribly. No,
Mhm.
thank you.
Mhm.
No, thank you.
Now his bank is in Ohio, correct? Aki's. Is that where?
Well, Aki is in Michigan.
Michigan.
His bank is
My
in
brother and I were
Michigan.
talking about going there.
But what state you
Set
in?
it up.
What state? What state you in?
Indiana.
Oh, sure, you're my neighbor. Well, yeah, no, don't worry about it because every state is going to have these banks.
Okay.
They're going to be all over the place.
Chasing them down.
Yeah, because the CBI just simply wants to collect the rest of them. These banks are already actually operational, but I can't release them right now.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So you're gonna let us know.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
God said, take care of the widows and the orphans.
Yes. Yes.
And I believe that this will take care of them.
I do too. That's
Sweetie, you got anything, Patricia?
No, I'm good.
All righty. You want to say hi to your husband?
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe! What's up? Yo, homie! What's his name?
Scott.
Scott. She loves you, Scott. Tape. What? What?
Told her to say hi to her brother David. He's
Hi,
watching
Dave.
right
He's
now.
Hi,
listening
Dave.
Right now, he doesn't not miss. I always listen to you at night. My husband's asleep and I don't sleep well, so I pull the covers up and I get the phone and I read. I've got the light on my phone and I'm reading. If I've been to church and haven't got to listen to you, I get it that night as the covers.
I can't believe all the
Oh,
stories
yeah.
I have heard in these 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
That one's a good one, but I've had a husband tell me, every night my wife goes to bed with you, man. That's enough of it.
Yeah. So I said, yay, Nicole, I know what you're to listen to.
And he says, yeah, but bless her, man, because that's the only time she gets to listen to you later.
Funny. Everybody's just getting so excited. It just feels like it's in the air. I know the Lord's just ready
That's a
to
good.
bless.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, it is.
It
It's
definitely
just-
is in the air.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
feel
excited about
the excitement,
it.
and the Iraqi citizens. I feel their excitement. I see their
Mhm.
excitement. Oh, sure, they're frustrated, but they're there.
Well, they're
They
doing
know.
well, 'cause-
They can walk into a Iraqi bank and they can ask questions,
Mhm.
and they're answering the question.
What percentage of them I've heard long ago when I first started listening to you back in 2009, that the basic education of that group is like third grade, that generation.
The illiteracy of the
Great.
country is very, very bad. Back in 2003, when we invaded, or when we went to help them, all of their teachers, their scientists, their doctors, their government officials, even Shabibi, the author of the monetary reform, ended up going to England. Everybody ran because Soudani wanted to kill everybody. And they lost the core of their country. But
Mhm.
they're coming back.
Yes, they
They're
are.
coming back.
Big.
They've organized.
Mhm.
They've Dearborn is a Hamtramck. Hamtramck. I'm sorry. Is probably, I'd say, maybe 20, 30,000
Wow.
Middle Easterners that live in that area out there.
Yeah. I think the
Yeah.
Lord's return is coming real quick right after this. I think this is going to pop and then the Lord's going to come back.
When they left Iraq, what do you think they took with them in their suitcases?
They're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, because they've seen the scenario before. They knew we can't leave the 3 zeros in the country. They're going to change it. We got to
Mhm.
take them with us. Then we can exchange them when we're out there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
It's exciting.
and so any other questions, Donna?
No, I can't think of anything. My belly's growling, so it's telling me I need to go eat.
You go eat, girl, go eat. And the same thing with Patricia. Thank you, ladies, for being with us.
Thank you.
Family,
for
what
your
we're gonna
time.
do now, family, is we could probably let you guys go about your business, and I'm gonna walk around and show them aloha.
We'll be praying.
That's the part that I do. We,
You can tell when you're tired. I know
Oh,
how I
it's-
can see it in,
it's-
in your eyes.
it's so sweet.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's nice to
God
meet
bless you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you kindly.
It's all good.
Just till Friday.
Yes, it is all good. Patricia, go and give me a hug. Come
Thank
squeeze the
you.
toothpaste out of me. Ah, there you go.
Thank you.
God bless you. Take care, ladies.
Take care.
How long y'all gonna be here?
God bless you.
We'll
Friday.
see again.
We leave
Yeah.
Monday.
There you go.
We leave Monday. Time goes by so fast. Even when you're not having fun, but we had fun. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I noticed that when cancer hit me. You know those people movers at the airports? That's what my life became. Much faster.
And there you go. There you go.
Sweet aloha, ladies.
Bye-bye.
God bless. Call me anytime, okay? Bye bye now. We're family. We're family. Bye bye. Whew. Hey, sweetheart.
Mhm.
I want to show them the crashing of the water. Why don't we go there and walk it around to the right, and we'll end it up there. Okay. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed your Yubi Tubi. Every Yubi Tubi seems to be packed with information that, you know, what? Oh, look at what they call it, Segway.
Segways.
Yeah. You think they can give me a ride, a hitchhike?
Nope.
This is one of the nicer places to bring you, family. If you can see, it's protected. Over here is the reef wall, and the water becomes so calm. And look, see that man right there? Right there, okay? So he's not even standing up. You can take it all the way to the wall on the right side, and you still won't be under the water. You don't want to go through those openings because they create what's called like a Venturi effect. It shoots you out. It's a form of a riptide. You can see the famous Rainbow Hilton Hotel way over there, and you can see Diamond Head way over there, and that's the famous Waikiki. Come, baby. Look where these guys went.
Mhm.
That's dangerous. I mean, it's only like what, 3 feet wide?
Mhm.
They can fall over. That's dumb. From the valley of
Oh,
dum
they're
dust
taking
dum.
pictures. That's
What,
why.
honey?
They were taking pictures of them.
Yeah, but look, honey, you don't go up there. That's dangerous. Oh well, whatever. This family is Ala Moana
Careful,
Beach.
Ben.
How's it, bro? Can I hitchhike? A hitchhike? Nobody? No? Okay. There you go.
Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha. God bless you guys. Be safe. We have black crabs here, family. Ah, there's one. There's one right there. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Now I know you probably can't see it. So they're moving. They're moving. They're moving. There they go. You see them, babe?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna throw something, and that way you'll see them move, and where the paper lands, that's where they're all at. You son of a guns! They took off. No, here we go. Here we go. Look, there's 3 of them right here. Ready, set, right there. Oh, I hit one. You see it moving? You see there's 4 right there. As long as you got the camera zoomed in where the paper landed, babe.
Yeah, I see him.
Now you see them? Okay. Pretty cool. Oh, they're so ono. They're so ono to eat. Ono means delicious. Oh my goodness, Jan. Opipis. Look, opipis. Can you zoom in on them? You see that rock right there? Right there, family. You see these little black round things? That's a type of snail. Yo, peepees, that is so delicious. That's a good snail. There's a bunch of them on that white. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Over there. Man, they're all over the place. And these black crabs, honey, there's so many of them. Can I go down there and grab some? Whoa! Okay, never mind. Let's go. Whoa, man. Okay, family. Here's what I told you we wanted to bring you so that you could see this wonderful waves. I told you you don't want to go in those channels over there. Okay, you see the water, how it's white. Okay, let's let a wave come in. Let me see. We need one to build. Here, there's one. There's one building up. There it is, right there. All right, it's building. If I was on a surfboard, I would want that wave right there. Ready? This is the little one. This is the precursor. And here comes the bigger wave. Come over here, babe. Oh, no. There's another one forming. I think what we'll do, sweetie, is we'll walk this way. And in about 45 more seconds, the surge should bring the big one. Oh, wait. Okay. It's going into the opening. Boom. There it goes. It hit the opening. And here it comes over here. No, it
Bigger
also.
one right there.
Bro, look at that's another big one. Look at the kayakers way out there. They're competing and training is what they're doing. Ah, look, baby, the same thing. The swell. Okay, it's starting. Starting. Let's wait for this one, and if it doesn't, then we'll walk. Boom! Boom! Whew! Come on down, sweetie. Very soon, family, we'll have another massive. Oh! Look at that. That's got a white cap to it. Here we go. All right, family, this should be what we're looking for. It's going to hit hard, and it'll travel all the way from the left to the right. Look at this. Look at this.
Careful.
Get closer. Get closer.
No.
Get closer. It's okay. Are we able to get it out? All right. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Well, family, sweet aloha to you all. God bless you. The future is in God's hands. It's not in a deck of cards. Oh, the big palm. Look, it lost the leaf, and boom, it got ripped off. You know, the city will take the coconuts off the palm trees because if the coconut falls on the top of a tourist, It could kill them. It could kill them. But funny enough, that can also kill you from a great height. There's a bunch of them laying there. Everybody greets everybody here. And it seems that purpose has been with you, family. With you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's crystal clear. Well, family, I say goodbye to you. I wouldn't eat these. The new exchange rate, it's in the cards. God bless you.